There is a big question I want to ask you guys. 2024 has been a beautiful year for everyone, most especially for the mixed martial arts. When it comes to combat sports, 2024 has given us really, really beautiful moments. But I have a question before this year ends. I have a big question. You know, I don't want to be biased here. I don't want to be biased. I just feel like I have to talk about this. Dana White is somebody that whenever he feels like doing something, he does it. I know I'm not going to criticize Dana White. He's a very good salesman. The UFC have that he took over from here has gone up, has gone way high. It's one of the biggest company in the world at the moment, if not the most watched sport in the world. It's one of the best, most watched sport. Every ticket is sold out. But I have something I want to say, because if I didn't say it this way, it would feel as if I am biased. One of the beautiful things that is going to happen in 2025 is about to be done. I don't know if you guys notice. One of the beautiful things that are about to happen in mixed martial arts, in combat sport, is about to be done. The contract is about to be signed. But the question is this: why does Dana White do this why does Dana White don't do this to other fighters? Why is it has to be this specific fighter? We all know Conor McGregor is the greatest, well-known mixed martial artist of all time. His fight sells in 1 minute. We all know that. But when you think about this issue, because I'm going to talk about this topic, I just want to make you people reflect back on what happened between UFC and Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou had a potential fight with Tyson Fury when he was at UFC. He asked for this fight, but Dana White didn't give him. So Dana White come out in the last interview, in the last pay-per-view of the year. Dana White came out and said there is a big fight coming up in 2025. What are we expecting as the UFC fans? What are we expecting as a mixed martial arts fans? We're expecting Thomas Pinol, John Jones, Alex Pereira, and Kalaev. Big fight. Big fight. But there's one fight nobody was expecting, which is what have happened before is about to happen again. Conor McGregor is about to fight Jake Paul in the boxing ring. That is absolute nuts. That is a nut fight. We are talking of the two best promoters in the game. The two current best promoters in fight world, in fight game. Are you people going to criticize Jake Paul, who has fought the highest watched, the most watched fight in the history of the boxing? Are you gonna insult Conor McGregor because, okay, we knew that he has a lawsuit against him about his rape charge and stuff like that? I don't want to go into that issue. But are you going to criticize these two fighters? I can't criticize them. They know that they are very, very good in promoting their fight, and they know that they're going to sell. Imagine Jake Paul and Conor McGregor, the press conference. That would be massive. I think this will be the most sold boxing match in the history. And Dana White sees this. But Dana White didn't even see. Why did Dana White don't see this when it comes to Francis Ngannou? Why did Dana White don't see this when it comes to Kamaru Usman? Why does he always see this with Conor McGregor? But I'm not going to criticize Dana White. I am not going to criticize Dana White. I'm just trying to let you know that there's a fight, big fight coming up in 2025, mid-2025, which is going to take place in the United States of America, which is between a UFC fighter, again going to the boxing world to face a boxing fighter, Jake Paul. Why does it most times be the UFC fighter that goes there? Why does the boxing fighters not come into the UFC as well? But it doesn't mean that we're not going to watch this one, because this is a blockbusting fighter. A big fight. Massive fight. Jake Paul, Conor McGregor. I mean, Jake Paul is the favorite when it comes to that fight. Because it is boxing. He has knocked out almost everybody he has fought in boxing. The guy keeps improving and improving. But let's not neglect the fact that Conor McGregor is not a baby when it comes to boxing. We all know he's a UFC fighter, he's a mixed martial artist. Like boxing is not his own specialty, but he is actually good at boxing. If he can go 12 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, I mean, who is Jake Paul? The only issue is that Conor McGregor has not been active for the past 2-3 years now. He's been inside. He's been doing other things. If not problem with the police, with the government, he's having fun with the party and stuff like that. That's where you will see the fight being played when it comes to who is going to win. But we're not coming out to say this fight won't sell. This is one of the best fights to make in 2025. I'm looking forward to that fight. But the only problem I have is, why is it just Conor McGregor? Why can't it be Francis Ngannou? By now, we're talking of Francis Ngannou being able to stay in the UFC, having that potential fight with Tyson Fury, which even played out perfectly well for Francis Ngannou. Kamaru Usman had a potential fight against Canelo, but it wasn't given because Dana White didn't intercept. But when it comes to Conor McGregor, Dana White seems to accept everything he does, which is kind of biased. It's kind of biased when you think about this. But I just feel like this fight is one of the biggest fights in the history of when it comes to boxing, when it comes to mixed martial artists and boxing world. Two biggest promoters in the game at the moment. Jake Paul, all his fights is been sold out. And this fight against Conor McGregor is not just a normal fight and something like that. Two of them don't like themselves. So people will want to watch this fight. I don't know if most of you guys are noticing that 2025, according to Dana White, he has some fights left, but he's not talking about this potential one, because we're not hearing this from Dana White. Dana White just give you people an hint. We're hearing this from big time people who already know things before it is done when it comes to combat sport. You're hearing it in the biggest pay-per-view, biggest people, biggest news. The Sun, everywhere are talking about this fight being happening. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before we see it being official. Guys, I'm ready for this fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. I think this fight is going to be sold out. Sign me up for that fight. That fight is going to get, if not the most viewed fight in the history, it's going to be the most buyout ticket in 1 minute. You all know how it ended between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Why do you think that the best promoter currently and the biggest promoter in the world, in the history, is not going to be sold out? Guys, let me know what you think about this fight, man. Honestly, there are lots of fights I'm looking forward to 2025. Like you see, there have been big fights coming out. Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis is already out. Adesanya Imamov is already out. Big fight. We're just waiting for the John Jones Thomas spin-off. But there's something Dana White isn't telling you guys. There's something Dana White isn't telling you guys, which is this fight between Conor McGregor and Jake Paul. Let me know what you think about this fight. Let me know what you think about this blockbuster. Looking forward to this fight, guys. I'm really looking forward to this. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Remember, we're improving on this video. Until next time, peace.